Oh wait, hang on. Yes, it is on this time. Okay, good. Thought I was going to start with another quiet spot where I've not turned my microphone on. Yeah, I'm going, right? Yeah, I'm going. Okay. So I think everything's running smoothly. It looks like yeah, I think we're all good. We're all good, we're all good, we're all good, we're all good. Yeah. So, terribly sorry for us. This is a bit of an awkward start here because this is a bit of me trying to sort some admin out. But I think we're all good. Very close to not doing this to incredible amount of pain from sleeping on my neck funny. I mean, what is it with, right, if you ever went out on a night out, like a proper headbanger of a night out, and you could wake up completely fine. But if you sleep on your neck in the funny position just for a minute, suddenly your whole body needs a fucking cast. Just mental. I was tempted not to do this today because of the pain, but luckily it's not me playing not me playing any of the matches, because this is, if you've seen the previous one, this is simulation / prediction. So I'm gonna let the game play out the match while I just sit here and watch, while you also sit there and watch, but I give my my predictions on who I think's actually going to win the matches, and give my thoughts on why I think that way. So I'll try and keep my energy up. And just for anyone to know, if you are wondering, because obviously I'm using a custom arena for Backlash here, if you want to know who the creators are behind the arena, the arenas / ring, or any sort of custom creation wrestlers that I've downloaded for this specific sort of stream, I will be putting not the links, I'll be putting the names of the creators down in the description. I forgot to do so for the last stream. Hot take: Cody will win against Brock. I wouldn't call that a hot take, honestly. I mean, that's who I want to see win. Welcome to the chat, though, Fabstyra01, if I've said that correct. I'll just call you Fab for short, if that's fine. But I wouldn't call that I wouldn't really call that a hot take. I agree with you. But that is actually the first match we're gonna kick the stream off with, if I get this sorted. So yes, like the previous simulation / predictions, I will not be playing any of these matches. This is purely going to be done by the AI itself. I'm going to turn entrances off because obviously this game for some reason doesn't allow music during live streams. Don't know why, I don't know how to sort that out. If I was on PC I could probably do that much better. Just say Fab. Yeah, I'll say Fab, no problem. But yeah, I'm not going to have any entrances on for this. Well, I'm going to have one entrance just because I want to show something off, but that's just to inflate my ego. Anyway, how are you, by the way, Fab? Being the first person in the chat. There he is. Oh. It's just a normal one-on-one match, isn't it? I don't think there's a stipulation behind it. So. Might give it a few minutes. I'm, at the moment, kind of wondering if I should have just cancelled, because my neck is really not doing too well. But luckily I'm not the one playing the match, so there shouldn't be too much focus or movement on my part. I tell people that I'm going to be busy, and then I get fucking text messages. I don't get text once. I don't have anyone text me once when I'm like completely free. The moment I'm not free, the moment I've got something to do, I'll text after text after text after text. It's just go away. But anyway, how long have we been into this? 6 minutes in? Okay, I don't need to wait the full 10 minutes, do I? Don't need to give that much of a time to anyone. If anyone jumps in after, they jump in after. They should have been here at the start. But the ones that are here, they're the ones that matter. They are the only ones that matter. And that is so far you, Fab. I know I can see someone else lurking in there. And it's Danny Boy. I game Brock will probs win because he higher overall. He might win. For the AI wise, he might win. But I've had. What was it? I did a simulation for Elimination Chamber when it was Sami Zayn versus Roman. Now I can't remember what Roman was. I think he was a 98, maybe. This is 2K22, by the way. When I did the elimination live stream, I had a Roman Reigns at a 98 and a custom downloadable Sami Zayn at an 87 overall or an 88 overall. Can't remember exactly the numbers. And the created Sami Zayn actually won the match. So the overalls to me, have never truly mattered. I don't understand why people really care so much about the overalls. It's never affected my personal opinion on wrestlers, and sometimes the lower overalls can sometimes pull out a win, so it's not always major. But now let me see if I can get my thoughts here. Any predictions I've ever done, I have never picked Brock Lesnar. For the sole purpose of, I do not like Brock Lesnar. I haven't liked him for a long, long time. And I am just sick to death of seeing him win his matches just because he's Brock Lesnar. The last match he had with Bobby Lashley, he should have put Bobby Lashley over, and he didn't. And it just pisses me off. I don't like the guy, never liked him. Any predictions I've done, even if he is a clear winner, I refuse to put him down as my prediction to win the match. That's just how much I don't like him. Yeah, sometimes Cody wins against the 99 overall Roman. Yeah. So it goes to show overalls aren't always be-all, end-all. Now, in what I said, you'd think, okay, maybe I'm going to go with Cody then to win the match. Here's the thing. I don't actually think this match is going to end with a clear winner. I think it's going to end in a no contest. Let's start the match. Let it play out. I think I turned the entrances off. But I actually think this is I think this is going to end purely on a no contest. They're going to fight. I think they're going to have a good showing. I think Brock's going to look dominant. Cody's going to come out with a really vicious side to him. He'll probably pull off some really amazing counters and maneuvers. But I think at some point, one of them's going to go a bit too far. Someone's going to introduce a chair. Maybe they'll both get counted out. I don't know exactly. I just think this is going to end in no contest. and then we're going to get a rematch between the two down the line at SummerSlam, where we're probably going to get a stipulation. And that stipulation either will be an Extreme Rules, cage match, last man standing, or maybe a 3 Stages of Hell makes a return. It could be a possibility. Mixed feelings I have with him. He is one of the greatest, but sometimes he is pretty bad. Mixed feelings on who exactly? Brock or Cody? I think I know who you're talking about, but I just want to make sure to clarify. I don't want to take anything away from Brock, because yes, he is going to be a very hardcore match. It will likely be. I think as of right now, it's just a one-on-one match. I don't think the actual match itself is going to be a hardcore match. Brock, okay, just make that clear. It was Brock you had the mixed feelings on. Well, I don't want to take anything away from Brock. Like, he's very successful, he's very accomplished, and yeah, he's somebody I wouldn't want to meet down a dark alleyway, because he probably absolutely the shit out of me. I'm not going to pretend. But I just don't like the guy. I actually think he's got a bit of an ego when it comes to wanting to wrestle in the ring. Especially those matches where he refuses to go on later. If he's not going to be the main event or he's not winning, he refuses to wrestle later in the night. It's either he'll start the show off just so he can go home early, and that's somebody I can't ever get behind. So far Cody's had a good strong showing at the start of this. So far so good. But yeah, like personally, that's my prediction. Like, I've never had a prediction before where I've said it goes to a no contest. I've always had a clear, decisive winner when I do predictions, but this is the first time I've ever picked no contest, because I think this isn't going to be a one and done. I think this is going to lead to them in SummerSlam for a rematch, and we're going to get a clear, decisive winner at SummerSlam. What do you think is... Sorry, who do you think is better in their prime, Cena or Brock? In their prime?
No other way to say it, guys. That looked like it hurt a lot.
I mean, to be honest, I never got to see Brock. I've only ever seen YouTube clips of Brock Lesnar in his prime. I started watching wrestling around 2005-ish. I think that was around the time, I think, to give a more clear picture, I started watching wrestling around the very first ECW One Night Stand and Vengeance with Triple H versus Batista for the World Title in Hell in a Cell. And I think I came in also around after the draft, so just as John Cena came over from SmackDown with the WWE Championship onto Raw. So I have to go off somebody in their prime. Basing this off of clips from Brock Lesnar, I would say maybe Brock Lesnar, because he does have the background in. Well, that was going to be it then. He does have that background in amateur wrestling, and he's more successful in the UFC. Where even though John Cena looks very physical, and he has done impressive things like lifting the Big Show and Edge up onto his shoulders at the same time, I think Brock may just have the slight advantage. How many predictions have you got spot on? I can't really give you an accurate number, because the only evidence I have is this past WrestleMania, which is up on my YouTube channel. I've never put any of the other live streams up until I started doing it just recently. I wouldn't be able to give you an accurate number. There was one show I think it was more of an NXT takeover where I got every single prediction correct, but I cannot remember the show for the life of me. Normally when I do predictions, I either get it absolutely wrong or I'm 50-50. I don't think I've ever had more than one clean sweep in my entire time where I'm predicting stuff. This might be over. I think that was the first F5 if I'm correct. Or that could have been the second. But no, Cody kicks out. I'm just trying not to keep moving my head so much because my neck's really not a big fan at the moment. Cena is more famous with people that don't watch WWE because of the theme and his meme that you can't see. Yeah, I mean... so when it comes to test of strength, I'll give it to Brock more. Yeah, when it comes to who's more famous, definitely John Cena. Cena's definitely beaten Brock Lesnar by miles. The only thing Brock's ever really done outside of WWE is the UFC stuff. And the only time anyone has ever heard about UFC is either the name Conor McGregor or Ronda Rousey.
Interrupts the offense with a clubbing strike. Landing on top of the skull. Lining Brock up as the base cut. Cody Rhodes has his opponent over. He wins it. Brock's face has seen better days, I can tell you that. Cody Rhodes nailed it for the win. 2. No, it's not over.
Couple of near falls for this one so far.
To kick out there, I'd be more surprised. The supreme being of our species doing inhuman things. Disbelief on the face.
I expect it to be more of a possibly with the hope. Because this could either go two ways with the actual real life match itself tomorrow night. This is either going to be a completely one-sided affair where Cody gets maybe one bit of offense in before absolutely being decimated, or could be a surprise where this turns into a bloodbath. It's anyone's guess to how this match is going to be. And I'm actually hoping to at least see something entertaining out of it. I did not know Cody Rhodes could do that. I don't think I've ever seen him do that. Has he ever done that in real life where he's springboard off the ropes? Probably a Stardust, but... I remember him doing it in AEW, so...
And if Brock Lesnar looked at me like that, I think I'd run the other way. Punch to the stomach and stop in their tracks. We'll take things into the ring.
Now also to point out, I'm starting this off as the first match of the card because there's been talks about Bad Bunny and Damian Priest main eventing, and I understand why they would feel that if this ends in a count out. Oh. This might be it. This might actually be it. No, Cody's going to keep fighting. Oh, I lost my train of thought now. So, how do you think will be next WWE champ? Or it will be Seth Rollins or Cody? Why do I keep moving my head? Everything that hurts. Right. So if you're referring to the new World Championship I would say keep Cody away from that as far as possible. Because the whole finish the story, that needs to be him winning the WWE Championship. It's got to be the WWE Championship. It cannot be him winning the new world title. It has to be that WWE Championship. And what a surprising result that was. To quickly go back to what you said earlier, Fab, about Brock winning in the overall and stuff, like we were discussing there. That's what I mean. Like, sometimes the lower overalls can pull off the win. So overalls in this game, I don't get why people talk about it so much or get so hyped about the overall system and with the individual wrestlers of this game. It never seems to really matter, in my opinion anyway. Oh, the one that Roman has. I do apologise. Will be the next champ. Well, then it would possibly be Cody, if that's what they're aiming for. So if they want to have Roman have this long, lengthy 1,000 days as champion and then beyond, I feel that maybe at the next WrestleMania we'll finally see Cody win. We'll finally see Cody win the WWE Championship from Roman. But if we want to exclude him from that and go with somebody different, there's the only other person I could really think of, because we talk about finishing the story for Cody Rhodes, but the one person I could really see is maybe Jey Uso. Because that whole thing of being bullied and manipulated by Roman, being gaslit by Roman, I mean, Jey Uso, I think, is that unlikely candidate that could really pull off a surprise victory and be the next WWE champion. And if they could build that and tell that story right, which they've done so really well with the Bloodline Sami Zayn, if they could tell that story, that's compelling. That's compelling enough to be a feel-good moment. The Bloodline will defo break up before SummerSlam. I actually think the Bloodline's going to break up, or not. No, because it wouldn't. No, it'd still be the Bloodline, wouldn't it, with Solo? So here's what I think is going to happen. I actually think. What match should I go for? Okay, so I think they're going to break up at Backlash, but I will get into that in just a moment. So if you bear with me for a moment, I will get to my reasonings why the Bloodline will break up at Backlash tomorrow night, or partially break up. But I will get to that in just a moment, and I will explain my reasonings why. As first off, I'm going to go to the next match on the card of Austin Theory Bronson Reed. Where is he? I downloaded him. There you are. If anyone's watching this on YouTube, by the way, just go to the description. I will put in the names of the creators for these custom superstars and the custom arena, and then you can also go and download them for yourselves to play with or play as, whatever your preferences. The next match we're doing now, obviously, is the triple threat match for the United States Championship. Austin Theory defending against Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed. But I will get back to the Bloodline, because you've said that they're going to break up before SummerSlam, and I feel like they're going to break up at Backlash.
There is a certain excitement that a United States Championship match has. It's hard to
Oh,
know exactly.
1 sec. I thought I did something wrong. Okay, there we go.
What it is. I know what you mean, Byron. Whether defending or challenging for the U.S. title, superstars seem to go the extra mile. That holds back
That was my
Theory's
bad.
attack.
Got to take myself off of Theory. I'm gonna come back in 10 minutes. Alright, Fab. You go do what you gotta do. I will still be here for the next hour or so.
Flipping the script on him there.
This is only the second match out of 7. So, I'm not really too fussed by this, as recently, during the WWE draft, they swapped the Intercontinental Champion Gunther from SmackDown over to Raw, and moved the United States Champion Austin Theory over from Raw to SmackDown, so they basically swapped the champions around.
Still up. Squatting too, my gosh. No disqualifications has to benefit a certain type of superstar more than others, doesn't it?
And they drafted Bobby Lashley over from Raw to SmackDown. Now, the only person on Raw is Vincent Reed, so I don't see him winning this match, because the United States Championship is now a SmackDown sort of title, so I don't see them putting the United States title on Bronson and having both the IC and the US champions on Raw. If you want your mid-card, if you want to have a mid-card for each show, the US title's either got to stay on Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley. Now, originally I thought they were going to keep Austin on Raw, have Bobby Lashley win the United States Championship, and take it with him to SmackDown. And then Austin Theory over on Raw was going to pursue the new World Championship. But it looks like that's not going to happen with him, as with now Austin going over to SmackDown with the US title. That's kind of changed who I think is going to win slightly, because I've been going back and forth on it between Austin and Lashley, trying to decide who would benefit more as the US champion at this point. Now, you could keep it on Theory and keep trying to build him up, because somebody, maybe Triple H, but somebody in the back clearly sees something in Austin Theory to keep him in the company and keep building him the way they are. It doesn't feel like he's gained much momentum from beating John Cena at WrestleMania. It doesn't seem there's been much of a shift in momentum for him. What I feel is, I don't see him winning the undisputed Universal WWE Championship from Roman. I don't see that happening with Austin. But I don't know what else they could do with him as United States Champion while on SmackDown. I think by going to SmackDown, I think that's it for him. I don't see him ever progressing to main event levels of superstardom. So, I think for my prediction here, I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley. And I go with Bobby Lashley because I think that maybe, with Solo Sikoa, part of Roman being still part of the bloodline and looking to be positioned to be Roman's new right-hand man, I see maybe them pushing Solo to win the United States title. And I don't think Theory would be a good opponent for him to do so. Unless they do a story of Roman trying to keep Solo from getting to the next level, and that next level is winning a championship, I can probably see it going in terms of Solo and Bobby Lashley having a program, and Bobby Lashley losing to Solo Sikoa and Solo Sikoa becoming United States champion. So my prediction would be going towards Bobby Lashley at this point in time. What they'll end up doing with Austin Theory, I have no clue. Bronson Reed has more of a chance to be IC or World Champion over in Raw. Austin, I have no idea what they're going to be doing with him on SmackDown. I think at this point he's probably in purgatory with his career at the moment. Bobby Lashley though, I could be wrong and Austin can continue as United States Champion and they put Lashley and Roman in a program for the Universal WWE title. Other than that, I just can't see what else they could do with Theory, either as champion or not a champion. And that is my prediction for this match for tomorrow night, is Bobby Lashley taking home the United States Championship.
It is unbelievable what these athletes cinching in the Lashley's got it locked in. Lock is in. He's got it locked. He gets there. A few seconds
I can see this match going on quite a bit. You kind of need to knock one guy out before you can make a pinfall attempt on another guy. The AI, I've noticed, are pretty quick at getting back up, regardless of how much damage you can do to them.
This is gonna get ugly.
I could be wrong. Bronson might win it now. Oh no, not yet.
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out.
Bobby and Bronson do have finishers. It's just whoever can hit it first.
Lashley looking more than ready for a real fight. Reversal on Lashley. Oh, smash. Bruising attack to the stomach. Quick return to the ring.
I don't get what it is. I've literally slept in a funny position and now my whole body just hates me. Mostly my neck, but everything just hates me. Hence why my energy level isn't up right now.
And that hit there put Lashley in even greater pain. Yeah, things could get dire for Lashley here. Showing out their deadlifting prowess and just tossing them aside. Oh man, check out this power.
Oh, Theory tried to go for Bronson, but he wasn't allowing it. Bronson could get the win here. I mean, Bobby's out of the ring. All Bronson has to do now is just hit the finisher and go for the win. It's not going to work. He wasted too much time.
Still up. Squatting too, my gosh. Heading back to the ring.
Yeah, wasted too much time. Now he's going to the top. I have no idea what Bronson is even doing anymore. Welcome back, Fab, to the chat.
He refuses to stay down. Pure instinct.
Just for you, as a reminder, well not a reminder, just for you since you've only come back, my prediction for this triple threat is Bobby Lashley. I won't go through all my entire reasoning again.
He's got it locked in good. I just don't know how to counter this thing. I don't want to see him tap out. Not like this. He's risking permanent damage.
I thought Bobby won it then by submission.
Catch your breath. Look at this. No quit whatsoever. Raining out elbows and escaping the bear hug.
I'm going to have to do a 6-man tag, so that's going to take longer. I did not do I did not plan the timing out for this very well, did I?
Kick to the gut. Back around into a neck breaker. Any more hits in that area could leave him dizzy. Oh, vicious headbutt. Theory struggling to defend himself. But Theory can't allow this rush to discourage him. Moved at the right time. Right with the point of the elbow. Here's the pin title on the line. Here we go.
I think if the Usos and Solo don't win against Sami and Riddle, Bloodline will fall. That could tie into what I'll talk about later. When I get to that 6-man.
Andy's able to counter. Down. Oh, look at this. Headbutt.
Might do that 6-man after this actually.
He's earned it.
I'm trying to remember what matches there were. Actually, yeah, I will. I'll do the 6-man after.
Theory expected that. Kick on target. Re-entering the ring now.
I mean, if this triple threat ever finishes, of course.
Incredible. And he's been concentrated on that area throughout this one.
That might be Bobby's moment to win, actually.
Weakens his opposition more each time. He's focused on breaking down his opponent's core right now, taking away the center of all movement.
I don't get what the AI's thinking is here. Because Bobby could have easily just picked Bronson out, hit his finisher, and ended the match, all while Theory was still laying outside. And instead the AI just seems determined to keep beating up each other.
He saw that one coming. Clothesline. Oh, that'll leave a mark. This place is going insane.
Austin Theory just chose to do his finisher way too late, in my opinion.
Title's going nowhere. Kiss your dreams. Good night. Clubbing blow to the back to retain the title.
Nah, it's not gonna work.
And he
Thought so.
stops the count. Lucky him. Stiff headbutt. Hoisted all the way up. Blade buster. This is what you call high risk, high reward. From the heavens.
Boom.
Hooked up. Coming back into the ring. Back to the action.
Reed went for Tsunami with a missed.
Bobby Lashley.
Now this might be Bobby's moment.
Powerful as he delivers.
I think Theory just reversed.
That buys some time. A jumping TKO.
That was on the chair.
Oh, God.
Look at this, this is actually been a quite entertaining triple threat match. If the actual one itself is this entertaining,
Sitting in this arena. It's pandemonium.
I'll be impressed.
And this might not have a pleasant ending.
Oh. Is Bobby going to steal a win? No.
You gotta believe that some doubt is creeping into the champ's head. This just might be more than what the champ bargained.
Massive big boot from Bobby Lashley.
This match has just turned a chapter. I mean, this is a very dangerous cinching in the hurt lock. Lashley with the hurt lock. The arm tap out.
And that's it. Austin's just tapped out.
They got it. New champ.
Bobby Lashley's the new United States champion.
Here is your winner, and new WWE United States Champion, the
Now, will we see that for real, or will Austin be retaining?
Lashley.
What a tremendous effort from
Or
all
they
three
might shock
superstars
us and have Bronson
involved in
Reed
this
win, who knows?
hard-hitting triple threat.
Do you think the Judgment Day will ever fall on now?
this match would be.
I don't think they will,
one man
not
did.
just yet
He's the one
anyway.
currently celebrating his win.
I mean, how long have they been going for as a team? Like, about over a year? Because I feel like... Is the microphone back on? Hello, hello. Right. Hello, microphone is back on. Okay. I think the microphone's now working again, is it? Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, microphone's back on. Right. Okay. Controller died. As again, I'm not... Yeah, great. Yeah, should have got another headset when I had the chance. I think all's good though. I think the sound's all working. My controller literally just died because I'm obviously not playing the game. My controller died due to inactivity. And now sound's being a bit funny. Where was I? If they fall, Dominic will probably go back to doing tag teams with Ray. No, I don't. I think that ship sailed basically. So I don't think they're going to break up just yet because I think they're only just coming into their own as a team now. I think we're finally getting them as a fully established team. So I don't think it will be time for them to split just yet. Maybe in a year or two down the line. Maybe. But not just yet. There's talks now at the moment about adding another member to the group. Speculation is it might end up being JD McDonough, or Jordan Devlin, as he was formerly known as. There's talk of him being added to the group, so we're not yet at that stage of... I don't feel anyway we're at that stage of losing members or breaking a whole team up. I think they're still going to be going for another year or two. If they do break up, no, I don't think Ray and Dominic would get back together as a tag team. We'd probably end up getting a moment between them two, like a, oh, I'm sorry, Dad, I'm sorry I was an arsehole to you. But I don't think we're going to see them back together as a tag team. You kind of need to... You kind of need to keep Dominic away from Ray as a team, because Dominic is finally starting to grow as a character and grow as a wrestler without having his dad sort of breathing down his neck to say. So no, I wouldn't have those two back together. I've not done that correctly. Yeah, that's why. It's supposed to be a tag team. Yeah. There we go. Okay, fixed it. Almost made another mistake. But it's now all fixed. Now, for this match, once I get everybody in place. Swear I made them as a tag team. Why didn't it automatically go to Sami Zayn? Oops. Wrong member. Because Roman's not part of this. Now for Solo. Okay, and the entrances are off. Start the match. So, Bro wanted to cheat with adding Roman. Right. So, predictions for this are I'm going with Matt Riddle, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And I think there's going to be some miscommunication amongst the Usos and Solo. And Jay just let him do that. Okay. So.
Precarious position here.
There's my train of thought here. So I think there's going to be a miscommunication or breakdown between the Usos and Solo. A lot of problems are going to rise. Paul Heyman, I don't know if I think there was an option to add Paul Heyman as a manager, but I think this match is going to go on long enough so it doesn't need the added bonus of a manager interfering. I'm ignoring that for now. So, I think, again, there's going to be a miscommunication amongst everybody. Matt Riddle, Zayn and Owens are going to capitalise on that. That's going to help them gain the victory. Now, who's going to be the ones losing the match, I think is going to be important. Because you could have Solo get handed his very first loss by being the one that takes the fall. And that could cause a really major point in the match where Solo just loses it on the Usos. Or Jay, and I'm kind of taking this idea from Cultaholic a little bit, that Jay could be the one that gets pinned, and then Roman kind of just blames all of their problems on Jay. And says the reason the bloodline isn't as strong as they used to be, or aren't like a strong unit anymore, is because Jay's the one that's causing the problems. Jay's the one trying to start acting like he's the tribal chief maybe, and that could then lead back to Jay versus Roman down the line. And you could add a bit of drama of maybe Jimmy turns his back on Jay, which will be heartbreaking for brother against brother. Solo may have just no remorse at all of who he turns on. I think the important thing is maybe Paul Heyman tomorrow night at Backlash is going to give the order to Solo, and Solo's going to deliver that Samoan spike into either Jay and Jimmy's throats, or he's going to deliver it to both of their throats. That's what I think is going to happen with this match. The win's going to go to Riddle, Owens and Zayn, and it's going to be the Usos and Solo just exploding on each other.
He's absorbed some damage already. How humiliating, this kicks to the face.
The attires here, by the way, for the Usos, I did a little editing myself, giving them the white shirts, but keeping the black tights or trousers, whatever they are, as try and show off a little bit of good and evil. Like they're not bad guys, but they do bad things. They've got a bit of goodness still within them, but they don't always do good things. So I wanted that to be a little contrast between their attires. Whereas Solo's just purely still all in black with the red. Whereas the Usos have got a bit of red as well to represent the bloodline. I wanted this, but making the attires for this, I wanted to create that sort of, these aren't 100% bad guys. Because we may get the Usos turning face again. And it could be the Usos versus the bloodline. With Roman and Solo teaming up. You need online to have those customized things, right? The attires, yes, I believe you would need online to access the community creations. Owens' attire is the only one I've downloaded. I'll have to look up who I got that off again. I do have the name written somewhere on my phone. Zayn's attire though, I made with my own, made on my own. To make the Z and the S, I basically took Kevin Owens' KO. So I took I think it was the O I took. And kind of cropped everything else out, and then just used the one bit of duct tape design to make the Z and the S. But that Sami Zayn attire is what I made personally. Tried to give him his old tights back and just give him a shirt to represent the look of what Owens has. But the Sami Zayn attire is you can actually download from me on Community Creations if you type in my username, which I always forget, XX Mavstar13 XX, or it's Mavstar101, I can't remember. After this match I'll give you a proper name for it, and then you can probably go download it yourself if you like. If you watch this on my YouTube channel, MD Gaming, I'll have the attires and who they're made by in the description, so then you can go looking them up for yourselves if anyone fancies wanting these attires. The Usos attires that are made here aren't really available, but they're not really that hard to make. So I just put a shirt on them, change the colour of the shirt, and then just add the logos. So just a quick easy make. I could put them on Community Creations, but I'd feel like I'm just being lazy by doing that. As I don't really do complicated, over-the-top sort of designs. I just take what the game gives me and make something from that. With Solo, I'm kind of in two mindsets of, do I want to see him go for the US title, or do I want to see him maybe get into a feud with Roman Reigns? I mean, you could have both. You could have Solo win the US title, Roman starts getting a bit jealous of Solo, costs Solo the US title, and then Solo turns on Roman, starts challenging for the world title, not the world title, the WWE title.
To the arm, and then full control. What a kick.
The Solo's becoming like an amazing, fast-rising star, who I can definitely see in the main event down the line.
Big forearm. Tag, switching it up.
I mean, Solo versus Gunther for the IC title would be nice, but Gunther's now over on Raw, and Solo's still on SmackDown.
Oh my goodness.
So if Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley win the US title and bring it to SmackDown, that's the only title Solo could go for. Until him and Roman eventually split. Then I say that, Roman might I'm not sure if Sane and Owens are allowed to travel between shows as the tag champions. If they are, I mean, you could have Roman and Solo challenge for the tag titles and be like, fine, we'll do it ourselves and then take back the championships. That'd be an image. Roman with the undisputed title, Solo with the US title, and the pair of them holding the tag titles. That'd be an image. But then we've had the Usos with the tag titles for so long in the Bloodline, I don't think people want to see the tag titles back on the Bloodline again. I think at this stage, it's time for change, basically. I don't know when they plan to finally take that belt off Roman. But thankfully we have the new world title to at least make things start to feel a bit fresh again. And we can finally start putting a title on people that have earned it and deserved it. I didn't realise Solo was still outside the ring. That was kind of an anticlimactic way to... That was a very anticlimactic way to end the match. By count out. I didn't realise where the referee was on his count, and I didn't realise Solo was struggling to get back in. But okay, that's someone's just having a very loud conversation outside my house. How dare you, sir? Go back to your house and have a conversation there. There's a good chap. Well, that was another prediction I gave, that was correct, but that's just the video game. Real life is going to be a completely different sense. Right. Bear with me as I have to check my notes, because I cannot remember for the life of me the rest of the matches. Oh, I forgot both women's titles were on the line. Okay, I will do the SmackDown Women's Championship to start with. Title match. There she is. So, she's still known as Queen Selena in the game. I was supposed to actually, I selected the correct one. I was supposed to download a Selena Vega attire, but I've completely forgot. How are you going to do Bad Bunny against Damian Priest? Well, that's going to be Damian Priest versus Bad Bunny in a street fight, so that's going to be last on my... that's going to be the last match I do. As it's, you know, it's Bad Bunny, it's in Puerto Rico. I mean, why not? Let them be the main event. After this match, it's going to be Seth Rollins versus Omos, then Bianca Belair versus Io Sky for the Raw Women's Championship, and then we're going to end the stream with Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest in a street fight. I was actually supposed to download a Selena Vega attire. It completely slipped my mind. This is a match that's not really had a great build. I mean, you've had main event will be Cody Diva. Yeah, more than likely. More than likely. It's just I'd rather the main event be I'd just rather the main event be Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, because I just have this feeling in the back of my mind that even though I said Cody Rhodes Brock Lesnar should end in a no contest, if you have that be the main event where it ends in a no contest, it's not really something you'd want to watch as a pay-per-view. Because you end up just leaving disappointed. You want to see Cody win, or you want to see Brock win. So to end your show with the main event being a no contest, you're kind of giving a middle finger to your fans, if you get what I mean. Hence why I kind of would rather, if it's going to end in a no contest, you have Cody versus Brock to start with, and then you end the show with Damian and Bad Bunny, because I think it's obvious Bad Bunny is going to win, because he's the celebrity. They're not going to have the celebrity lose. But now to put my focus on this match, Rhea versus Selena, I don't think has had the best build. I mean, LWO have been made to look like losers every week, because they've not really won any of their matches, I don't think, since they started, since Ray's formed them together to be the LWO. And it's just sad, because you kind of feel like you want to put more momentum behind them, because they deserve to have that momentum, especially when you're aligned with a legend / Hall of Famer like Rey Mysterio. This match though has not had a great build. It's just started with Selena asking for a match, and it's over like that. I don't even think I even got my prediction in. Don't even think I got my prediction in before I was finished analysing my thoughts. It's not had a great build. It's not the most exciting match we want to see. I like what they've been doing though, because they've been showing clips of Rhea hitting the Riptide, is it? That powerbomb on Selena and pinning her. So every time Rhea's gone to do that now, Selena's now been reversing it and weaseling her way out of it. So now it creates that, okay, could Selena win by being smart? And Rhea's now going to have to find a different way to beat Selena. So that gives it interest, but it's still not had a great build. So I would personally more lean towards Rhea winning this, because Selena's not been built up to be a dominant threat. She's not been built up to be a main eventer. She's not been built up to be a champion. It's a great start to remind people what she can do and how talented she could be, and that's great. And a loss here is going to make no difference, because the LWO have been losing matches anyway, so a loss isn't going to make any difference. I'd say use it as a way to showcase what she can do. Let her go back over to SmackDown with the LWO, and then start actually giving them wins and start building them this time with the guidance of Rey Mysterio. I don't see them putting the belt on Selena. For the other reason for not putting the belt on Selena is because they've only just put the belt on Rhea at WrestleMania, and this is her first defense. So it's not the time to take the belt off her. It's the time to keep the belt on her and keep building her and pushing her momentum and keep her looking strong as the champion. I'm not looking forward to what they're going to do with the whole, because she's SmackDown Women's Champion but now on Raw, and Bianca's the Raw Women's Champion but she's on SmackDown. I'm not looking forward to that stupid segment where they're going to stand in the middle of a ring, or maybe stand backstage and then they swap belts. I'm not looking forward to that. But when I get to the Raw Women's Championship in just a mo, I will take another idea that I got from Cultaholic and explain why they should do something completely different. now going to do Seth Rollins versus Omos. And I'm going to have the entrance on for just Seth Rollins, because I just kind of want to show off... I just want to show off this this attire that I made for him. I was going to make something completely different, but I ended up going in a different direction with it. And if I can actually use my brain, I would have seen that I went right past him. Like, you can see a little, the little teaser there for what he looks like. I'll add MVP as a manager. Let's turn the entrance on. Gonna have to take some more painkillers, I think. But yeah, I'm just going to show this entrance off real quick, just so I can show off Seth's little attire there that I've made for him. Because again, I was making something to fit the theme of Puerto Rico, but I didn't know what to do exactly, so I was just running through different different attire looks that he could wear. And then I came to this one piece singlet sort of look and went with this, a Superman sort of looking gear. And the idea is there, like, you know, he's going up against a giant in Omos. So he's got to be Superman in order to beat this 7-foot Goliath, basically. We don't have to watch the entire entrance, but just to appreciate what I've done here. Just trying to make Seth Rollins look like Superman. I'm looking forward to what Rollins is going to be actually wearing on the night. Because ever since he started wearing these outrageous outfits, I've been enjoying it more and more. At first, when he did it, I didn't like it. I thought, oh, he's such a prick. But then, the more I saw of it, the more I was like, you know what, I could really get behind him just wearing all these wacky looking outfits and costumes and whatnot. Like, I've enjoyed it more and more. So I'm looking forward to what he's actually going to wear on the night. Now, I'm going to get my prediction out before the match abruptly ends, like the last one. I would go... It's really hard because if you have Omos lose back-to-back pay-per-views, because he's already lost at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar, and now he's going into Backlash against Seth Rollins, you kind of don't want someone like of his look and size losing back-to-back like that, because then he's losing momentum. But the problem is, you kind of need to keep Seth Rollins looking strong to win the World Championship. Omos could win the World Championship, but I don't think he's quite at that level yet. He's still green in the wrestling area. So you need to still keep building him up and still keep training him to get better in the ring. So he's not ready for that world title yet. Seth is, though. He's been ready for a long time because he is a former world champion, so you kind of want to put that world title on someone who's already been a world champion to give it some legitimacy. Hence why I would go for Rollins winning, so that is my prediction, Rollins winning, despite it hurting Omos. Omos will win. Why do you think Omos will win, Fab? What's your reasoning? I always give out my reasonings. So I'd be quite interested actually if you do the same as well. If anyone wants to give their reasoning and predictions in the chat, go right ahead. I'm just going for Rollins because you kind of need to keep him looking strong to win the world title. There's no doubt in my mind he will make Omos look good for this match. How he'll pull off a win is another guess.
Imagine getting that look from Omos and deciding you actually want to keep going. Glad it's not me. Omos changes the direction of that one. for counter.
If I was going to predict this match, though, right in front of me, I would go with Omos.
Picture perfect drop kick. Cover.
Don't go straight for the pin.
Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this. Big back. Can he do it here? He forces a break before the count of 2.
He is certainly sending a message, getting his shoulder up before 2.
What punishment being dealt from Omos. You have to think that Rollins was looking for a rule to bend instead of focusing on the task at hand, and now the Visionary's struggling.
Yeah. I'm gonna also put this attire, Rollins attire, up on Unique Creations. If anyone wants to download it. So I did try to go for that Superman sort of look, because Rollins is definitely going to need to be Superman in order to beat the Nigerian giant. Another reason I think Rollins will win is because, let's think about it for a sec, what's his nicknames? He's the King Slayer, he's the Beast Slayer. This is another reason to call him the Giant Slayer. And my friend Rory came up with a really good idea that he should be called the Paul Slayer after he beat Logan Paul. So, you know what, why not beat Omos and call yourself the Giant Slayer? I mean, if you can earn these nicknames of calling yourself the Slayer, why not? Too bad we still haven't got Daniel Bryan in WWE. He could have called himself the Dragon Slayer. See, Fab, your reasoning is because I think that he will get a good run off form, starting with winning against Seth, and then at SummerSlam he will get a match for the title, maybe the IC title. They want Omos to get the run of his dreams. Okay, fair enough. It's good. That's a good way of thinking about it. They really want it to give him a good run. I mean, fair, let's put it this way, depending on how the match comes across, a loss to either of them may not harm them, depending on how the match goes about. If you can make the other one look strong, even in defeat, I don't think it will harm either man. Because if Seth even did lose, there's no shame in losing to a 7-foot giant. But if Seth takes a load of bumps and hits from Omos, and somehow finds a way to cleverly win the match, that still makes Omos look strong. So there might not be a bad way of looking at it. It's just, you don't want Omos losing another match since WrestleMania, and you don't want Seth to lose because he needs to look good for that world title. Like, there you go.
Here is your winner,
I feel like despite the Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes match, I've practically got all the predictions right for the at least the AI portion. Whether that happens tomorrow night is going to be a whole different story. Maybe Seth would go for the new WWE title. Well, he would, because that new world title's on Raw, which he's on, and I think it's a Raw exclusive championship. Which is another reason why you'd kind of need him to beat Omos. Now we move on to our next match for the Raw Women's Championship. Let's turn the entrances back off. I'm Bianca. Who was our opponent again? My mind's gone blank. Oh yeah, Io Sky. Should I have... No, I'll leave it as a one-on-one. I won't have Dakota and Bayley at ringside. Yeah, no, I won't have them at ringside. I'll keep it as a one-on-one for this. Purely just to see if Io Sky can do it on her own. Maybe. So, my predictions for this, I'm going to go plain and simple with it. I think Bianca. As much as I would love to see Io Sky win the title, I'm going to go with Bianca for this. Which is quite a shame, but it's for the sole purpose of... Then again, it doesn't really matter. Well, no, I guess it's the sole purpose of they want to keep this long reign as women's champion going for longer. I don't know if they're going to try to beat a record. I don't know who holds the record for longest women's champion in WWE. Bianca's going to win. And again, what's your reasoning, Fab, for Bianca? Because my reasoning is that they will probably want to keep her as the longest reigning champion going for a bit longer. As much as I would love to see Io win, I think they want to keep the title on Bianca just a bit longer. And they may, or I don't know if they have someone else in mind. I kind of feel at some point they're going to have to drop the title to somebody else. Just to try and change up maybe Bianca's character a little bit, give her some growth, give her a setback to try and learn and grow from, and learn to become better for. Come back fighting stronger, if you get what I mean. But yeah, my prediction would be Bianca. And I think after losing this match, it will just lead into Damage Control breaking up, because as great as it was to see all of them come together at SummerSlam, they've not really done anything that's memorable or that great. They've mostly been just used to lose matches and make others look stronger, which is sad. So I think maybe this is the point where they break up. Or maybe Bayley just drops Io and Dakota and gets new members. But no, I think you kind of need to break them up and send them in their separate ways and do something else with them, because the whole Damage Control team's not really working out for them. Same as you, and I think Io is gonna win at one time, but not tomorrow, maybe next year. Yeah, because she's incredible. Like, seeing her work in NXT, she's absolutely fantastic. I've not seen stuff from her outside of WWE, and I should really go look up what she can do. But from what I've seen of her since starting from NXT, is she's just actually phenomenal to watch. And she can do such amazing things, and that's probably another reason why Damage Control needs to break up, is you kind of need to get Io away from that group and just have her do her thing as a solo. Now, I'm going to go with an idea that this comes from Cultaholic. I think it was Andrew who put it out there. That instead of having Bianca as the Raw Women's Champion and Rhea as the SmackDown Women's Champion just meeting and swapping the belts so they can represent the respective brands they're on, what they should do... I thought Io was going to win it then. What they should do is give Rhea Ripley so the World Championship they just introduced on Raw for the men's title, they should give Rhea a version of that belt but with a white strap and call it the Women's World Championship. And for Bianca, I don't know what they would do if they would keep it as the same design, but maybe rename the SmackDown Women's Championship the Women's Universal Championship. So that way, instead of constantly, every time the Women's Championships get drafted to different shows, and they just swap the belts, you kind of just give them a championship that you don't have to worry about constantly having to swap. because they don't represent a brand, and Io Sky did actually win it.
Championship do the talking for her.
Here is your winner, and the new...
You never know, they may surprise us, they may actually put the title on Io, and that could actually lead to Damage Control breaking out. Io could win the title and be like, well, I did something Bailey couldn't, so screw you guys, I'm out of here.
At least if they're lucky.
That would be nice. Yeah, it would be nice. Just rename the championships. Instead of calling it the Raw Women's Championship and the SmackDown Women's Championship, just call it the Women's World Championship and the Women's Universal Championship. Just rename them. So we don't have to keep having idiotic segments where the women swap belts. Just because it's tied to the brand. And it also ruins Bianca's long reigning Women's Championship anyway by doing so. And because Rhea's only just won the SmackDown Women's Championship, it kind of ruins her momentum. And anyway, I think we are now on the very last match. Falls count anywhere, backstage, extreme rules. So we're on the final match for the show. It is Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. And we're just going to go straight to it. I can't remember how many matches Bad Bunny's had. Has he only had the one tag match? Because that was with Damian Priest. Because originally this was going to be a tag match. This was going to be... I have done it again. One sec. Right, one sec. I did it again. I didn't realise I... I've done this a couple of times, to be honest. So it's... There's nothing different. Right. This time... There we go. Right. Right, there we go. This time I have made sure I haven't selected to play as Bad Bunny. This time I've selected to be a Spectre. Because I was wondering why Bad Bunny wasn't moving then. So just to prove it, hands up. There we go. Both wrestlers are moving without my control. Because originally this match was going to be a tag match. It was going to be... I think it was going to be Damian Priest and Dominic versus Ray and Bad Bunny. But they've changed it to a street fight because I think they're putting their trust in Bad Bunny to pull off a one-on-one match. And let's be honest, the guy is really talented. He actually knows what to do in that ring. He's not one of these celebrities who just gets paid to do whatever and he just gets on with what he's doing. He actually puts his heart into it because he's a fan of wrestling. And when you get a celebrity who's a fan of wrestling and actually takes it seriously, it just makes the match more entertaining to watch. Because you know that they care enough to put in the effort. And because Priest and Bunny are good friends, I trust that these two will work super hard to put on an insane match. You could have done the backstage brawl. No, not the backstage brawl. It is a street fight, and this is what a street fight's going to be. I think it's just going to be, well, it's a Puerto Rican street fight, or it's called something else, but it's a Puerto Rico street fight, which will consist of them putting up flags and dressing up the weapons to look Puerto Rican themed. Now, the street fight could lead to backstage, and it could lead to them fighting outside. Who knows? But I'm trying to keep this as authentic as possible. I could have done a backstage brawl, but I'm keeping it authentic. So an Extreme Rules match is as close as I can get to a street fight, really. Bad Bunny with a suicide dive. Sweet. This is actually the first time I've even selected Bad Bunny in this game. I've not played as him in this game, or even watched his entrance.
Connecting with a sharp elbow. And Priest is brought to
Quite a shame. I feel like I'm missing out on exploring more of the game. So my prediction is, I think this is going to be Bad Bunny taking away the victory, because he's a celebrity. It's, I think Puerto Rico is, yeah, like it's sort of like his home. It's sort of his hometown, home country, like, you know, home country, hometown sort of deal, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like because he's the hometown boy and he's a massive celebrity, I think he's going to be the one winning the match against Damian Priest. Now, we're probably going to get Rey Mysterio and the LWO getting involved, along with Dominic and Finn Balor from the Judgment Day getting involved. We're going to get a lot of shenanigans happening. But personally, I think it's going to be Priest losing to Bad Bunny on this one. We may get a close call with Priest almost winning, but I think Bad Bunny's just going to pull it back and get the victory. Now, I'm personally, and that's my personal reasons why just to make this as a main event, because if there's a screwy finish to Brock and Cody, you don't want to end your show like that. You'd rather end your show with Bad Bunny, who is the hometown sort of hero, getting the victory. Hence why I'd go with this as a main event. It may not be the main event. Brock and Cody may likely be, very likely, the main event. But either way, that's why I wanted to end the predictions this way. Let's call it as a bonus prediction, that my bonus prediction is Bad Bunny and Damian Priest main event in the show. Oh. What did I say? That we'd get some shenanigans, right? So Finn Balor of the Judgment Day is coming out to distract Bad Bunny. Oh, Priest with a roll up. But only enough for a 1 count. But that's probably foreshadowing for what may happen tomorrow night. Of the Judgment Day getting involved to help Priest. But again, we may get the LWO getting involved as well to counteract that balance.
Oh man, he may be in a bad way here. Yeah, a man of Damian's size can do a whole lot of damage.
The stream's not gone as long as I thought it would. I actually thought it was going to end up going longer. But I think that's from memory of my WrestleMania stream, because there were more matches to do. I had to cover 2 nights in one stream. This has been a short session so far. I wish I could have seen that, ref. I was staring at your ass. I think he chokeslammed him, but I couldn't tell. Here we go. Oh, Damian blocked him. I think Priest is going to end it. This might be the... Yeah, this looks to be the finish. That might be it. Oh. And that's how we're ending the session today. Bad Bunny with the L. And Damian Priest coming out with a victory.
I agree, Corey. A huge victory tonight. Putting your body on the line like that is a huge risk. This match could have gone very
Well, I don't think I've missed out any matches. I think that was the entire card. The Backlash of 2023. And that's how we're ending it. Judgment Day is Damian Priest coming away with the victory. And leaving Bad Bunny a broken mess. But anyway, those have been my predictions for Backlash. Thank you to everyone who came in and watched, and thanks to Fab, who was the one keeping up the conversation in the chats. I really appreciate that, Fab. Bad Bunny became a broken bunny. A broken bunny indeed, sir. Or madam, or whatever. I just know that your name's Fab, so apologies. But yeah, Broken Bunny indeed. Um, but that's it. I'm afraid that's all the matches. That's the entirety of the card. And that's all the time I have. So all that is left to do now is to end the session there. Thank you again, everyone who's joined and watched. Really appreciate it. Sorry my energy's been very low. Again, my neck is causing me a lot of pain currently. I am now going to go off and take some painkillers and maybe have a nap. But in the meantime, you all take care. It's been fun. Hope to see you again in the next session, which will be Sunday or Monday. Haven't quite decided. It's depending on my schedule. Either way. This is the longest outro I've ever done, and it's literally because the pain is throwing me off. I will see you for the next session on Twitch for either Sunday or Monday. This session... Take care, Fab. Where was my thoughts? My thoughts are gone. No, my brain's dead. Oh yeah, so I'll either see... So, on Twitch, I'll see you either on Saturday or Sunday for another session, where we shall be continuing on with Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This stream will be going up on YouTube in a couple of hours, so keep an eye out for that on YouTube. And again, I will see you next time. Have a good day, have a good evening, and goodbye.